It's a Mark Tyne show, hey gotta go, get it up fast and come down slow. It's a Mark Tyne show, hey gotta go to the Mark Tyne show too.
Okay, so the 10 best horror movies of all time. We'll start with number 10, Night of the Living Dead. Great movie by George Romero. Let's see here. Yeah, great movie by George Romero. It wasn't the first zombie movie, but it basically laid the rules for the zombie movies that came in the future. And it is a really fantastic movie, definitely worthwhile checking out. By the way, our sponsor is LaVideo, which is on 9th and Lincoln, and we want to thank LaVideo for sponsoring the show. Number 9, ninth best horror movie ever made, Friday the 13th, Part 1. It's probably the most brutal of all the horror movies on the list, but it started the slasher genre. It was made in 1980 and started the slasher genre. I gave it a rating of 8.5 out of 10, 10 being best. Okay, number 7, or number 8, 8th best, Halloween by John Carpenter. Great, probably the best Halloween movie that's out there. It was made in 1978, so it was a precursor to a lot of the slasher movies that came from after Friday the 13th. Jamie Lee Curtis is the daughter of Janet Leigh, so she's horror royalty, and there's lots of fun. Now you see him, now you don't, kind of chills and thrills in that movie, so definitely worthwhile checking out. Number 7, Jaws, Steven Spielberg film, 1975. Probably the best ocean horror of all time. And let's see, Robert Shaw as Quint, he steals the picture, but both Dreyfuss and Scheider are very good in it, and it basically made people scared to swim in the ocean, which is pretty neat. Number 6, The Ring, both the American version and the Japanese version. It's a great horror idea. It combines very ancient horror, which is like the horror of well horror, falling into a well, and also modern technology horror that has to do with cell phones and digital pictures, things like that. So it's probably the best horror movie idea, that's strongest horror movie that's come around in the past 20 years. And both the English and the US version and the Japanese version are quite good. Number 5, Evil Dead Part 1. That is a Sam Raimi film done in 1981, probably the scariest film on the list, and it established the splatter horror as a genre of movies. It's definitely got the establishes nature as being evil. It also has the most annoying girlfriend in any horror movie, which is kind of cool. Number 4, Nightmare on Elm Street, the first one. That's Wes Craven's masterpiece, 1984. It got a rating of 9.0 out of 10. I love The Hills Have Eyes and Deadly Blessing, but Nightmare on Elm Street is probably his most fully realized horror vision, and has that creepy Freddy Krueger guy in it with the finger knives, which is very, very scary. Number 3, Psycho, Alfred Hitchcock, 1960. It's probably the most artistic of the 10 movies that we are reviewing, and it's got the best shower horror scene ever. We've got Alien as number 2, Ridley Scott's best film. And the number 1 film, number 1 best horror movie of all time, The Exorcist. It's probably the most well-balanced horror movie of everything on the list. So once again, let's go through it. Night of the Living Dead is number 10. Friday the 13th is number 9. Halloween is number 8. Jaws is number 7. The Ring is number 6. Evil Dead is number 5. Nightmare on Elm Street 4, Psycho is 3, and then we have Alien as number 2, and The Exorcist is number 1. So that is the 5-minute movie review. Thanks a lot. We just made it. 5 minutes.
It's a Mark Tyne show, hey gotta go, get it up fast and come down slow. It's a Mark Tyne show, hey gotta go to the Mark Tyne show too.